Moo.
It's just like so much is being said, and I know legal terms love to be thrown around like slander, defamation.
There are two different types of civil claims for defamation. Libel, the publication of a statement in permanent form, such as in writing, but also includes broadcasts or stage productions. Slander, the transient publication of a statement, such as by way of speech, but also includes gestures or conduct. What does a claimant need to show? A claimant needs to show that the statement complained of is defamatory, meaning that an ordinary person would think worse of the claimant as a result of the statement, identifies or refers to them, and is published to a third party. Multinational law firm Pinsent Masons.
9 times out of 10, people don't really know what they're talking about. But I feel like in the situations that have been happening recently, there is a lot of slander. There is a lot of defamation. Like there's a difference between like gossiping versus like downright, straight up defamation, lies, completely making up stories that aren't true at all. I told myself I would never talk about this to protect myself because it is scary, because there's a lot that goes in it. But like if I can somehow prove that I'm not lying, then I'm going to do that. I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to stand here and do this. Like I honestly feel pathetic. I feel triggered. I feel just like YouTube is ruining my life, like truly ruining my life. And I have gone through a lot with YouTube. I've gone through a fucking lot. I have had some serious high highs and I've had some serious low lows, but something about everything that's been happening, it has hit different. It has affected me differently than anything else ever has. And seeing what a large chunk of whatever this community is doing, seeing what you guys are doing has made me just not want to do YouTube anymore. And that scares me because that means I'm about to drastically change my life if I choose to take a step back. I really don't want to stand here and cry and be whiny. I don't want to do any of that because I do take partial credit into all of this. Years ago, I became a fucking troll.
In slang, a troll is a person who posts deliberately offensive or provocative messages online, such as in social media, a news group, a forum, a chat room, an online video game, or who performs similar behaviors in real life. The methods and motivations of trolls can range from benign to sadistic. These messages can be inflammatory, insincere, digressive, extraneous, or off-topic, and may have the intent of provoking others into displaying emotional responses or manipulating others' perception, thus acting as a bully or a provocateur. The behavior is typically for the troll's amusement or to achieve a specific result, such as disrupting a rival's online activities or purposefully causing confusion or harm to other people. Trolling behaviors involve tactical aggression to incite emotional responses, which can adversely affect the target's well-being. Wikipedia.
A huge troll. I almost asked for the negativity, especially like 2019, 2018, 2017. I almost asked for it. Any attention was good attention for me, even if it was bad, even if it made me feel like shit. But as someone who's gonna be 34 years old, I regret that. I regret that side of me. But we do shit in our 20s that we regret. Unfortunately, it's like this is just staying with me. As much as I grow up, as much as I try to change, whether that just be in my personal life or on YouTube, you guys won't change with me. You guys aren't changing with me, and I'm just like stuck in this weird girl world, like Amberverse, negative, just like horrible space. And I want to break up with it. I don't want to be a part of it anymore, and I just don't know what to do. Stepping away from any sort of job is hard, and it takes time and thought, and you need to figure out like, okay, so if I step away, what are my next steps? I have to figure that out. I need to do it in private, but that's not what this is about. I'm scared. I'm scared to talk about this. I am. So many of you thought Valentine was fake. That was the biggest thing. Valentine isn't real. Valentine isn't real. And I accepted it for what it was. I was like, they don't want to believe me, that's fine. I'm actively having so much fucking anxiety for what I'm about to say. Like, whoo. Valentine's name is Erica, and Erica had a wife. I'm about to reveal screenshots that I could find because this is the only way that I'm gonna prove it. Here is me not making time for my friends because I am literally always giving every single part of me to Erica. You guys know I struggle with BPD. So one of those things is when I get into a relationship, my partner literally consumes me, whether they try to or not. Do you guys remember that night when my mom stayed the night with me? 16th, so hello. As you guys know, my mom stayed the night last night and she remembered her pajamas, but she didn't remember a change of clothes. Okay, you guys, so I have been home for a little bit and my mom is now gone. I spent the last 2 days with her, and as you guys know, she stayed the night. I'm currently going through something kind of heavy. My heart's been kind of heavy, and even just thinking about it and talking about it makes me want to cry, so we're just gonna move on. So we're currently at Scissortail Park, and there's just so many things to do here. Like, it's kind of cool. Look how freaking pretty it is. It's so peaceful.
Let's be on our way.
And we colored like children, and people were like, oh my god, they're such children. Yeah, that was when I was breaking up with Erica, Here's my friend Alexis just being Alexis. And to top it all off, here's a screenshot of me telling Alexis that Erica's wife called me while I was at a birthday party. Remember that birthday party I went to when I was outside? It was super hot. It was at a park. It was that day.
I'm about to reveal some screenshots that I can find of between me and my totally real boyfriend Lucifer, because this is the only way I can prove he exists.
You guys went from believing Valentine was fake to them believing Valentine was my most recent ex, all for entertainment while actively ruining people's lives. Valentine was real. I have never lied. So many times people be like, why don't you ever talk about her? Like, why don't you ever show her? Why don't we ever hear her? Because of this. Ammberlynn, why are your videos so boring? Like, why aren't people in your videos? Because of this. Ammberlynn, why don't you show up at your job more? Why don't you put more effort into your videos? Because of this. Ammberlynn, why do you like have an attitude towards reaction channels and to your audience? Because of this. Still through it all, I have been able to manage a positive outlook on life. Whether you guys see that or not, I try my hardest in my real life to be happy and bubbly and positive. But I feel like I'm losing sight of that person. Like the person that I tried so hard to be. Especially once I moved to Oklahoma and moved in by myself. Like, I felt myself changing and being better and improving in multiple different ways. And now I just feel myself backtracking, and that scares me, and I don't want to be in that position. It's just like everyone in this situation is fucking hurting and feeling the gravity of it, while hundreds of people get to just sit back and watch it as if it's entertainment. These are real lives being messed with. Real lives. I can't sit back and let it happen and watch it happen. I can't support it. I can't condone it. Never would. And I know a lot of you don't either. Like, I'm getting so many messages on Instagram every single day of people that are literal, even haters, that are like, this isn't right.
Dear Amber, why do you insist in every video to mention how much support and admiration you are getting on other platforms? Platforms, I may add, where your content is extremely sanitized and devoid of any depth or authenticity. What are you trying to prove? We know why people are less judgmental on other platforms. It's because everything you show on them are filtered, both literally and figuratively. Is it to stick one to the reaction channels, or, like with your relentless need to be in a relationship, your way of letting us know that you are a likable person, and that you are desired, wanted, and needed?
Like, what you're going through is not okay. Something I have very strongly learned, and I have known from the beginning, reaction channels don't care about me, neither do the haters. All they care about how many views they can get, how much money they can make. And the only way they can do that is by disliking every single thing that I do, nitpicking every single thing that I do, creating drama and fake stories around every single part of my life. And doing it consistently. And that consistently has been wearing at me for years and years and years. And this is finally the straw that broke the camel's back. And I'm personally hurt, and I'm lost, and I'm confused, and I don't know what to do from here on out. I struggle with BPD. So like, everything that I'm feeling is normal, and I know that in my rational side, but like, I'm feeling it at a magnitude that like normal people don't feel. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I just know that whatever I say, like, it just feels like there's a large amount of people that are just deaf to my words. But if I can prove that Valentine isn't someone that you guys think it is, there's your proof.
Let me translate. I want you guys to look over there to your left, at that large pile of poo. I want all your focus on it. Great. Don't stop looking, or else you might start focusing on this enormous, steaming mountain of poo over there on your right. And I wouldn't like that at all.